Necchi, BU, this kind of models. Um, it's very simple actually. These knobs do not rotate. Sorry for the camera, doesn't like shiny surfaces. So all you have to do is simply put a finger here, put a finger on the left side and push the knob down towards the right. Now it has sort of a spring action. It's kind of pushing against the plate. So you need to kind of force. Hopefully it's not stuck. If it's stuck, you may want to put a bit of alcohol on the hinge here, but do not try to rotate. So again, one finger there, and push towards the sides. Again, it's kind of springy, and when you put it back in place, I'll also show how to replace the shuttle. You need to kind of make sure this sits really seated, and then again put one finger here, and just, there is no need to pull it towards you, but you need to push with some force. Make sure the plate is properly secured, so it's not rotated in some way. Make sure this bar in the center comes in the center of the hole. So push with some force. It locks in place. Let's try with the other one. Again, the same movement. Push outside. You see on my finger, it does, you need to push it with some force. Right? So you see my skin, it's toast. Okay, and I have to say, let's remove the plate first. Notice the needle bar, or the needle, I don't have a needle here, it's top position at the top, it stays there. And notice how everything gets aligned. Let's try to remove first the plate. Oops, here we go. I apologize for the camera light, it's just the shiny surfaces cameras don't like. Anyhow, so these knobs here, you notice mine moves very easily, but at first it was pretty stuck. Apologize for the camera again. It kind of gets stuck in there because of old oil. You can just look closely at the hinge, put droplets of alcohol on it, and let it kind of, or also try to kind of wiggle it until it moves very easily. Now let's look at the shuttle itself. I don't have the bobbin case here. Again, needle at the very top. This is the easier way. Notice how this end of the hook, it's not really the hook, it's here at the bottom. So this end, it's kind of, notice where the hole is. So the tip here is kind of at the right, but this is just the top needle position. And this is the actual shuttle, and this is the hook at the bottom. When you remove it from there, that's how it sits, right? So this is the hook at the bottom, and I just place it at the right here. It has to go into this groove, and it has to stay like this. Whoops, no, it's supposed to rotate. So that's how it stays, hook at the bottom. Just grab it by the pin, and we'll try to drop it in there at the right of this other component. Notice it goes from there to there. So just rotate it accordingly, try to match it, and the hook stays kind of above the bottom of the other piece. Make sure here it's level. Pass your finger, it has to, you should not feel any edge. It's flush, it's really flush, otherwise the lock ring will not sit properly and you won't be able to move those knobs back in place. And that's how it sits in there. I won't rotate now, but you can rotate the handle, see how it goes, and put back the lock piece. This cut here will go about where the tip is. So let's try it again. It's better perhaps to do this without the bobbin case. You can put the bobbin case later on in place. And you need to feel or look on the sides to have the surface completely seated all around. There's no, I try to rotate it and there's no real rotating movement just a little bit. Once it's fully seated, notice how it stays in there. Yes, the camera has trouble. And then you just get the knob. Let's wait for the camera perhaps. Focus? No, camera doesn't really. It's like two steps kind of click. Just wait for the camera. And it's locked in place, and then you put the bobbin case back in place. We have the bobbin here. No, if not, it's already in the bag. But the bobbin hook, so there's a small tab, metal tab of the bobbin, goes right there in that small cut. And by the way, the reason the camera is doing these things is because this is a phone camera, and the phone camera's optics, well, actually the kind of software, if you want, that reads the brightness of the image, it's just low end. It's not like a real photo camera, an SLR or so. So these phones have a lot of trouble with shiny surfaces. You see, there's a lot of shiny surfaces. That's why it keeps focusing, keeps going out of focus, keeps changing the darkness of the image. This is the limit of phones, especially when it's close-up image like this. Okay, but this is how it goes. Again, never try to rotate this knob. If you rotate it, it's actually that small stud here. And you see there's a hinge behind. The small stud, it's fairly solid, but if you break it, then perhaps it's problematic. I don't know if you can replace it, remove it from there. I'm not sure, but it's problematic. If you snap it from there, you may want to find a way to attach the two plates together, maybe clip them, put some, you know, there is those office clamps that you just down to clamp papers, like a pile of papers, several colors, like a metal tab, a metal C-clamp. You just maybe get one of those metal C-clamps. It's not going to be nice looking, but you just clip these things together from behind. Maybe a small, one of those small metal clamps, if you happen to break these knobs. But otherwise, this is how it works. It's very different from other sewing machines, so just be aware of this.